Now, with a fortnight to go for the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly elections, in fact, they have finished, but the Assembly session to expire and a new one to be constituted, political movement to form a government in the state has finally picked pace. The BJP's Jammu and Kashmir core group will meet party president Amit Shah in Delhi today to discuss the emerging alignment to form a government in alliance with the PDP. Amit Shah is likely to inform the MLAs of where the discussions have actually reached so far and take feedback from the senior members of the core group. For the BJP, it's an attempt to achieve a balancing act between Jammu and Kashmir, but sources say that they are hoping to achieve some sort of a consensus of a tie-up with PDP before the 7th of January.
जम्मू कश्मीर में एक स्थायी सरकार बने उसके लिए प्रक्रिया जारी है। हम अलग-अलग जो स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं उनसे बातचीत कर रहे हैं। हमारा केंद्रीय नेतृत्व कर रहे हैं। पक्के तौर पर उनके ध्यान में कुछ बातें पहले भी हुई जब माननीय अरुण जेटली जी यहाँ पर आए थे, राम माधव जी यहाँ आए थे। हो सकता है उनको और कोई आवश्यकता है हमसे चर्चा करने के लिए, उसके लिए उन्होंने हमें बुलाया है।
कल दोपहर बाद मीटिंग है, अब जाकर पता चलेगा कि चर्चा क्या होती है, किन मुद्दों पर होती है। अभी हमें न्योता आया है, हम न्योता के अनुसार दिल्ली जा रहे हैं। बाकी बातें जो है मीटिंग के बाद आपसे शेयर करेंगे।
All right, let's cut across live now to Srinagar, where Shuja ul Haq joins us, and also to New Delhi, where Brajesh Pandey is with us. Let me come across to you, Shuja, first. Of course, there is an effort as far as the BJP is concerned to cobble up an alliance, because it is interesting to know what the BJP's position traditionally has been as far as the Jammu and Kashmir is concerned. If they are not represented in this government which is formed, then in that case, perhaps the political establishment could not be keeping into consideration the mandate that has been given by the people. Is that going to be the driving force as far as BJP's decision is concerned?
Well, Sanket, that has been one of the very important points that the BJP has been raising all throughout. But, considering the kind of mandate that the people have thrown, this has been seen as one of the most complex, outcomes of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly elections. That's perhaps also the reason why so far there hasn't been any headway in terms of government formation or any clear idea of which way the alliances are working towards. But what we can tell you is that the BJP is making its best effort ever. They're not ready to sit in the opposition. They're trying to make sure that they can cobble up some sort of an alliance with either either PDP or National Conference. With PDP, their channels of communication are open, and our sources are telling us that of late, in past few days, there has been considerable headway made in terms of the terms and conditions that have been set by both sides to each other for formulating a common minimum program. And that's perhaps the reason why the central leadership has asked the state leadership today to come down to Delhi and discuss these points with them. We're learning this from top sources that today Amit Shah and Ram Madhav are likely to tell the state leadership what exactly was their point of view, and also share what they have so far discussed with the PDP leadership. So a very crucial day in terms of possibilities of formation of the government. But even now, after 14 days have passed of the election results, we are not seeing any clear headway which way the next government of Jammu and Kashmir will go.
Now, BJP may have made peace that perhaps it was open for an alliance with the PDP. Has the PDP actually agreed is also an important question, because many people from their cadre, their MLAs who are newly elected, said that their mandate was anti-BJP and it will be criminal, suicidal to some extent to actually tie up with the BJP. Let me get in Brajesh Pandey here. Brajesh Pandey joins us from New Delhi with the central perspective, what the central leadership is thinking. Brajesh, how far can the BJP actually go to accommodate the PDP and its viewpoint? And very briefly, what really is on the agenda?
I think, today is an extremely important meeting, given the fact that both sides, the Jammu Kashmir core group and the central leadership, will exchange notes and will also kind of decide the exact contours of the meeting as to how far the BJP can cede away their stand on contentious issues like Article 370 and Uniform Civil Code, and given the fact that the kind of certain pro-Pak statements which PDP had made. So what exactly will be the BJP's strategy vis-a-vis that, and apart from that, what would be the contours of the ministry which is likely to be formed? But as of now, both the BJP central leadership are saying that talks are on with both National Conference and PDP. It's just that the talks with PDP are at a slightly advanced stage. Couple of days back, Arun Jaitley also speak to the senior Mufti, and he is said to have had a very detailed dialogue with that. So it looks like that after today's crucial meeting with the J&K core group and BJP central leadership, some sort of a definite formation of what exactly could the new government be, we can know for sure of that. Sanket?
Absolutely. Brijesh Pandey as well as Shujaul Haq getting us all the latest on what this BJP meeting is going to entail, and do we see a result at the end of this particular meeting. Thanks very much to both for joining us.